Greetings everyone, so I'm here today with a heartbreaker of a game in all honesty. It is me in the Leopard 2, Tank Sniper in the Sabra, and Lord Randall in the Weasel Heart. However, today's focus is myself on the Leopard 2. This is a tier 7 German MBT with relatively good penetration. It's fast, the turret armor is okay, but the hull armor, the damage and the DPM and the side turret armor is very lacking, so this is very much a hold down tank. And in many cases it will struggle to push up against tanks of tier 6 simply due to the weak gun. However, that doesn't mean this is a bad tank, and I'll at least show at least one of the ways to play this. Now, one of the ways to play Leopard 2, as said, and I'm sure you've seen many times, is to play this thing hold down. It is to be able to at least be able to get your enemies at a standoffish distance and to be able to eventually whittle them down. You can see there I'm using Cortez, which means I'll always hit for 570 damage. Like with a 2D over there, I'm not going to rush him, even though you know there's a BMD4, Scorpion, and LAV 600 over there. I'm not going to push up, simply because this thing has weak hull armor. I can die. So first order business, take out the 2D, then kill the rest. Now, unlike other vehicles, such as this Type 90, who can tank hits, this cannot, even though it does have quite a decent chunk of hit points. Instead, see if I can hit that Magak over there. So, see, that's pretty decent. And everything's going well. Now, this Type 90 at some point is going to decide to push up for some inane reason, and this is exactly the reason why I did not. As you will see soon. Yeah, it very much turns out that this guy basically lost to a Merc of a 2D on 340 hit points. Just a bit embarrassing there, mate. Just a bit. So yeah, I'm not going to follow in instead. Instead, I'm going to bounce a very large number of hits. As you can see here, I'm in a pretty nice position. They can't actually hit my hull armor. So instead I'll actually bounce a pretty nice amount of damage in this game. Quite a lot of damage, in fact. So, still some bounces. The Weasel Heart, even with 900 pen, can't really get through this thing's turret face. So that's got it going for it. While tanks such as the Abrams that has the turret mantle, the Merc of a 2D has the turret ring, that Type 90 is complaining now, and well, he basically suicided, so I tell him rightly, don't suicide, mate, because he's screwed up. Don't do that. Anyway, for instance, the TDU can have its, I believe it can have its turret hull, its turret roof penned by missiles as well. So overall, if you can get this thing hold down, it's pretty nice. It's pretty fun. I have to admit that's the most insulting I've been to a player in about 3 years, so don't talk about that. Anyway, it was that guy's fault, to be honest. Don't push up like that. Anyway. Now I can start pushing up. I smoke up and I begin my run. The reason why I did smoke up was so the enemy wouldn't track me out in the open, and at least now I can actually get some decent speed going. This is a pretty decently fast tank. I see that Scorpion over there. He's going to fire at me, so I decide to push my rear at him and fire. Same goes to this BVP. If not, I would have taken, I'll be on 1,000 hit points by now, which would have made this quite awkward. And now I'm going to see what's happening. So as far as I know, there's still a bunch of enemies around here. So first order business is to take out that BVP Sakam. I don't really know what to say about it, but okay. So the Rosenmack is backing off for now, which means probably going to need to go for that LAV soon. The question is, do I load heat for this? Yes, I load heat for this. 773. It now puts that LAV on a one shot left instead of maybe 2 shots if I hit with AP. Now that BVP has gone out of sight, which means it is very likely that he has started to move his way around. So instead, I'm going to surprise him by going up here. Where is he? Okay, X-bed tank down there. Okay, that's manageable. If I can point my front to him and slap a heat round in him, I'll win. But if he catches on my side, I'm probably going to lose. Now, I'm very mindful of where the rest of the enemies are probably going to be. I'm very exposed here. Hi X-bed, how are you? And it's very likely that BVP or the Scorpion, okay, the Rosemac is coming. Okay. I would have killed the X-bed anyway. Unfortunately, the Rosemac killed the Saber, so now I have to go for the Rosemac. And that BVP also died as well. So, next thing up is to go for the Rosemac, who, for whatever reason, the Scorpion decided to join him as well. So instead, kill the Rosemac, point front towards the Scorpion. Scorpion can't kill me. Go for him. One shot in, and he's done for. Now, the rest of this game, not much is really going to happen. But I would like to show you how it ends. And in the end is that we weren't actually really going to be able to win this game, in all honesty. Simply because if I was in a T80 maybe, but this thing can't go head to head with enemies. I've got a K1 and a Merkava 2D to deal with, and both of those tanks are able to quite handily take on a Leopard and win. So unfortunately, as you probably know at this point, this game is the last K when anyone moves up. Now I do screw up here, they can actually shoot me. Right there, then that Merkava is going to happily end this. Bam, and I back up again, and unfortunately, it doesn't work out. So, let's have a look at those post-game stats. So, as you can happily see here, I did 7.1k damage, only 212,000 credits. 2,000 spot-in damage as well, but this is the real kicker. I bounced 9,188 damage by being held down. 91 hits received. And even though this thing may be one of the weaker MBTs in the game, that doesn't mean it's crap. That means you can still have good games of it, and that's kind of what I showed today. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It was a pretty quick one, I guess, but it's pretty nice. I'll see you all later today for the stream, and on Friday for another video on Friday PvP stream as well. So take care, and see you all then.